Greetings, programs, and welcome to what I guess I'm going to just start calling ArcNeo Talks. Figured once in a while it'd be nice to break away from the nerdy and actually just talk about something a little bit more reasonable, maybe useful in life. But today's going to be a little bit of a different video where literally I'm just going to kind of address why most of my videos end up as positive reviews. Or even when looking at, say these figures, which there was no way I could give them truly positive reviews. I still tried to point out what positives I could find. And there's a couple reasons for it. One, I've discovered very, very quickly, if I sit down to do a video and I bring, like a negative mindset when I go to do this video, any figure that I'm looking at, even if it's one that literally I liked, the reason I wanted to do the video was I liked it. If the second I get it in front of the camera, I start going negative, 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 and this has happened in some of my videos. I'll see if I can link to a example or two. You'll watch my opinion of the figure sink as the video goes on. And I think it's kind of important, not just in reviews specifically, but a lot of aspects of life, basically life as a whole. It matters how much you try to look for whatever positives you can find. Because, if anyone hasn't noticed already, my reviews tend to be much more focused on, hey, if you like A, you might like this. If you are a fan of whatever, I look for, if you have positive emotion towards thing, then other thing might feed into that. I really, really try not to just go, this sucks, this is bad, the person who makes it should feel bad, and, whatever. And, I feel like I see a lot of reviewers, especially ones starting out, they feel almost this need to point out and nitpick every flaw, every problem, they make things as negative as they can in the name of being a serious critic with a harsh critiquing eye, when I'm sorry, A, the world is already a negative enough place. B, if you haven't noticed, the whole angry review thing is kind of dead at this point on YouTube. But I've personally even seen people in real life, they decide they want to do some kind of reviewing thing, be it videos or even just personal little posts on their Facebook. And it starts this cycle where I'm negative about a figure. Then I'm negative about a series. Then I'm going to find myself being negative of this relationship in my life. Now I'm going to be negative about my job. It's just this never-ending cycle. And here's the thing. This is a thing I've had to deal with a lot in my life. I try not to make this a super, personal channel, but I'm going to come out and be a little bit blunt here, okay? I deal with depression. I've dealt with it for a very long time. And I have found it makes a huge, huge difference, like a hit the table and shake the camera, big difference, how I enter things. Because if I start negative, it's only going to go downhill. Whereas if I go into something like Earthrise RC here, that I know is bad, but I try to focus on what positives I can, it makes things somewhat better. My day will be better if I make it a point to try to find the good things that happened that day. My depression is at its worst. Like, me not making videos because I can't stand the camera worst when I don't do that. And so I know this is rambly. I've tried to script this out. I can't make it script. Unfortunately, this channel is the whole vibe of this channel, if people haven't noticed already, is kind of just me sitting and talking like I was talking to someone in the room. I want that kind of laid back, chill vibe. But it is so, like, I can't help but find it super important to do what I can, both in videos and in life, dumb as it is. And I know this, I'm not trying to sound like I'm some super deep guru here, but it matters that I make an effort to find the good in things. Which is why I'm sorry for anyone who wants, a super harsh critical critique of critiquey criticalness. That's never going to be this channel, okay? I have one angry review so far. One. And I don't know if there's ever going to be a second one. Because I'm reviewing figures. It's not the end of the world that a toy company made a kind of lame toy. The life is bigger than these figures. I know, it's what my channel is built on, and I'm immediately going to tell you, life is bigger than these. Which is weird, but since I started these videos, I've spent a lot more time in different fan groups and stuff. And I see people, not only do they decide that this figure is bad, but they will go out of their way so that if anyone says anything positive about that figure whatsoever, they will spend the rest of their freaking day trying to tell that person why they're wrong, why they're stupid for thinking that. Feeling negative about the stupid figure suddenly turns into this huge negative aspect in their entire life, and they're actively trying to pull someone down now for liking a piece of plastic that they didn't like. And it's like, I'm not trying to be, aggressive. I'm not trying to call people out, but I want to give my 2 cents here on, there's a time for negativity, but it should never be the focus of everything. And, going forward, this channel in particular, you're not going to see me going out of my way to do negative reviews. Am I going to look at bad figures? Oh yeah, all the time. Okay, I heard how bad this thing was, and that's the reason I wanted one. Because I wanted to see how bad it was for myself. And you know what? It's bad. This thing's really, really bad. But I've got 2 ways I can think about that. I can either just go, "Herf, how dare they make this bad figure for kids 20 years ago?" Or I can just grab it and laugh at it. Okay? I can take the fact that it is a negative and make a positive out of it. This thing is tragically bad, and I keep it around because of that. Because, I'm sorry, but, okay, guys often look in the mirror and don't care for how they like. I literally have this thing around so I can look at it and at least go, if nothing else, I don't look like smokescreen. Okay? That would be terrible. Okay, I feel bad for comparing Danny DeVito to this thing. Danny DeVito is a rock star compared to Smokescreen. But, again, that's kind of the point here is with anything, there's positive side and negative side. I will always be making it a point in my life to focus on as much of the positive side as I can. And I figured maybe if I ramble about it like an idiot and forget how words work, apparently, someone might get some actual use out of that instead of just my normal stupid, low quality videos. So I guess if you've bothered watching this, thank you. But yeah, that's kind of the point of this, I guess. Is take it from someone who's, I'm 29. I'm not, old or whatever some would say I am, but I've been around the block enough times to know that there's a reason to avoid being negative if you can. Because I so often see it just become this cascade and spiral of just, for lack of a better term, it becomes toxic as heck. And I've literally seen it start with figure, not good. And I've seen that get to the point where it is driving people who used to be friends, it turns them into, frankly, enemies at some point. And it's like, it's a piece of plastic. And that's the thing. Being negative does that. Because something about being negative, it likes to grab on and just start multiplying. There's this thing about it where you start being negative about a figure, and then it will make you mad when someone is positive about it. Okay? If you want to not like this RC figure, go ahead. Okay? I'm not saying you have to like everything. But I'm saying it's important to keep being negative in check. So I don't know. I guess I'll shut up here, but hopefully there's at least some value in this video for someone. Do what you can, even in stupid things like, figures or something. When you do what you can to find the good things in it, you'll over time start finding a lot more good things in life as a whole because you've learned to look for them. And it's going to make things better, So, thanks for watching, I guess. Hopefully this does something for someone, I guess.